It's supposed to rain at 11:20. You want to get lunch after?
Again, Zaleska, with the gap in communication and the breach of standard protocol, why wasn't I notified?
Director Torres, I am most sorry. I believe the situation to be under containment. Subject 1225 only made security breach 6 hours ago.
6 hours ago? 6 hours ago for a member of SEAL Team 6 is more than enough time to get past the towers in Zeta Zone.
I am having first clarity on this Director Torres, but at least we have the physical effects of...
Can you assure me that he won't violate perimeter containment? Do I have to override your authority and bring in another auxiliary QRF, or can you contain him?
Director Torres, I will contain him, and he will not escape from faculty.
Save the words for text messages, titty twat. Contain the situation, because if you don't, and oversight catches wind of this, no hot pussy or CIA passport in the world will save you from being shipped back to Siberia.
First a fucking hiker and now Santa Claus? Can you sanitize this?
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Sanitize it, or there's one less seat in the Star Chamber. And you two, will you cut the shit?
DCI, this is SAD Chief Director Pretorius. Yes, Division 6, Spectre Ops. We have a situation up at Faculty 13. I need to set up an externalized fail-safe web. Prepare to burn all external connections and amputate all possible points of hemorrhage. Affirmative, immediately. God damn it. I hate Mondays. Fuck.
So, plenty of fish or Match.com?
Well,
What's a sexy girl like you need with websites like that?
well, you know, the Thatcher McGee's and Shannon Roses aren't exactly offering me diamonds in the rough.
Are you like karaoke? I'll take you to karaoke. Why don't we go for some sushi? We'll talk more about it.
Karaoke. Guys,
Karaoke?
I have an appointment I have to get to,
Sushi?
so I'll just see you two tomorrow, all right?
See you tomorrow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Are you waiting for someone?
Yeah, actually, you.
Come again?
Nicole Starks, Federal Hill, Pumpkin Lakes, DuPont Chemical fallout. You covered the controversy and exposed the blowback a couple years ago.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, DuPont Chemicals paid $38.5 million in out-of-court settlements for polluting the Ashbrook Stream and the adjacent backyard groundwater. They contaminated with lead and mercury. Because you people knew that.
427 adults and kids sued DuPont Chemicals for their Pumpkin Lakes plant, claiming it put hazardous materials in the water.
$271,000 paid to a 13-year-old girl found to have high amounts of lead in her blood. All because a $3.6 million explosives factory was polluting the local backyards with cancerous waste from 1990 to 1996.
Well, I'm impressed and flattered, while a bit bugged out.
I'm sorry. I'm Jonathan Patmos. I'm an activist and a whistleblower.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Patmos. Besides being a fan of mine, why are you here?
To get you out of editing the classifieds and covering the Hackensack Medical Center Holiday Road Rally?
Well, now you're starting to sound more like Mark David Chapman than...
A fan. I assure you, I'm neither. I'm but a good-hearted Watchman Grigori out to awaken you and the rest of the world to its secret rising dangers.
Mark David Chapman to Saran. Maybe I should call security.
You do what you will, but in the meantime, please, look at the contents of this package. If you're still what I think you are, a person of great social conscience, after giving this package audience, you're going to want to learn more.
And what if I don't?
Then you're an asshole. But for the record, there is no polka dot dress girl whispering in my ear. Good night. Thanks for coming. Think you were followed?
Interesting spot.
Yeah, it's pretty close to your work, right? I figure I'd make your first steps down the rabbit hole the easiest.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Jonathan. No one is going down any rabbit holes quite yet. And you did call me an asshole.
And I'm real sorry about that. With everything going on right now, I'm starting to develop a real angry lack of faith in my fellow human being.
Okay, let's cut the shit. I'm here because I'm intrigued.
By what was in the envelope?
That, and Thomas Noguchi, and the girl in the polka dot dress, and John Lennon. My half-baked sister said that the man that contained Mark David Chapman was ex-CIA. Is that true?
Yeah. Conspiracy theorists say that the Dakota's doorman and ex-CIA agent Jose San Janos Perdomo was actually a control agent. They actually uttered a control word into Mark David Chapman's ear that activated this cold-blooded Manchurian candidate assassin. Same theory says that by having Jose asking Mark David Chapman, do you know what you've done? It actually pulled Chapman out of a trance, making him realize he'd shot John Lennon.
Who are you? Are you ex-CIA or just some lone nut conspiracist?
Honey, I'm a fucking stoner lady. I do my environmental thing, I do my, activist thing. I've hiked the Appalachian Trail. I work with Earth First, fighting the Aryans out in North Idaho, out to illegally log the forest, stuff like that. And then suddenly, I stumble upon this shit. I stumble upon something huge, something happening right outside our front door.
Like chemtrails and monolithic water towers in the woods.
Honey, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Something that goes all the way back to something that Mersal called Faculty 13.
Okay, let's slow down. Before we get into whoever and faculty something, what's up with the pictures?
It all started with me and Nate hiking the Appalachian Trail. We started up next to the Connecticut River and the Green Mountains. The sky was completely blue and clear until we hit the Kittatinny mountain range. That's when we started seeing scores and scores and scores of chemtrails. And that's when Nate started talking about his favorite obsession.
Chemtrails, man! They're the fucking condensation trails left behind by CIA-operated jets. Chemtrails spray everything from sinister crop dusting, the solar radiation management, the population control, the fear-inducing chemical warfare.
What exactly are they spraying and why?
Geoengineering, my friend. Geoengineering and consciousness control. Chemtrails blanket the country's hotspots with barium, aluminum salts, polymer fibers, thorium, and silicon carbide. Once there's enough in the atmosphere, the government activates ionosphere-changing projects like HAARP to catalyze the chemtrails to induce fear-activating airborne pathogens
or even worse, use microwave transmission, radiation to cause floods, blackouts, tsunamis, and superstorms.
From there, I got sucked into Nate's obsession. We got back and it was every single day we started taking pictures of chemtrails from every peak and every summit. And that's when we realized there was a pattern. It seemed that the chemtrail lines all originated from flight patterns that started over Harriman State Park, right on the New Jersey-New York border. That's when Nate went to Zagreus. Zagreus Morsal. It's the real-life name of that author, Ronald Darcy.
The local author? The author behind Agent Sneaky Foot and Scoop 47? The dude who writes the young adult spy novels.
Yeah, he's like an ex-CIA agent pal of Nate. Once Nate thought that something was going on in Harriman, he went straight to Zagreus, and that's when Zagreus confessed that there actually is some kind of top-secret CIA complex called Faculty 13, nestled in the Harriman Mountains. After texting me a picture of that blue monolithic tower that the text referred to as Tower 3, Nate disappeared. 3 days now. No texts, no phone calls, nothing. I'm fucking scared, Nicole, which is why I came to you. In case something happens to me, or Nate, or J.G. Gurdjieff, I want something in the media to know what's going on here.
Wait, who's J.G. Gurdjieff?
Don't worry about that. If you can, try and find out anything you know on Faculty 13 or this Zagreus Morsal guy. In the meantime, I'm going to talk to J.G. and
Wait,
I'll be in touch.
What? Who's J.G. Gurdjieff?
3 days gone now is our kinsman Nate of Hollow's Whack. Dark dreams have arisen within my sleep, prompting me to interpret their design as foreboding omens, much like the Magi did of King Nebuchadnezzar's dreams. After consulting the Book of Changes and performing Samantha meditation, I at last achieved the Buddhist enlightenment of Vipassana. I stared into the moo of the universe, and I embraced the horror of what was at hand.
Meaning what, man?
A reckoning, a paradigm shift, not only for our collective, but for the universe itself. A revelation that prompted me to confront the fear of Harriman State Park yesterday.
You went to Harriman? You went to fucking Harriman? But I thought you didn't believe, or you had no interest. What the fuck?
Such was my own bullshit, and me being victim of the 5 blindnesses. With Nate missing, Harriman terrified me. But upon experiencing Vipassana's clarity, I decided to embark on a cursory examination of the area.
What the fuck happened, man?
Being that it was near the pagan winter holiday of pretending Yule and the Yule goat, I took it upon myself to take advantage of the forest and offering wassailing gratitude and dumb supper to the spirit of the Yule goat. Having made offerings to the spirits, I experienced a tremendous supernatural vibration. Focusing on the source of the vibrations and the metaphysical remnants of Nate's trespass, I began to meditate near the lower east to west White Trail, running across Harriman. Locking on to the currents of energy, I quickly brought out my Vigula Divina, a witching rod, to douse the source divinity of the powerful energy sources my mind and body was sensing. It was then that my dousing suddenly attracted the most intense Gaia vibrations I have ever felt. It was then I realized something powerful was afoot. Something resonating from further up the mountain. Being an hour from sunset, I took care not to venture further. Instead, instantly returning to civilization. As I left Harriman, my third eye was deluged with a mental image of a blood-covered Santa Claus. After visiting a local gazette shop, I found a periodical detailing a story of a special ops operative dressed as a Santa Claus. He flew in by helicopter a week ago to attend a charity benefit at a local VA hospital. That same Santa was arrested that very night for killing his wife. In his official police statement, he said he was framed and was part of a deeply seated CIA cover-up. From there I knew at once I needed to find Zagreus and learn what he told Nate. Upon sharing his favorite libation, a 12-year-old single malt 4-rose Scotch whiskey, I was able to coerce him into revealing news. News of a clandestine branch of his former CIA employment. A branch known as Spectra Ops 6. A branch rumored to be operating a top-secret research facility known as Faculty 13.
Whoa, the place that fucking Nate told us about.
Correct. A place housing a 3-towered, hydrogen-powered, Frankenstein-like creation known as the Z Machine. I believe the powerful negative vibrations I felt came from within the perimeter of Faculty 13.
3 towers! That's what the picture was that Nate texted me before we lost contact! He found one of the fucking Z Machine's 3 towers, man!
Quite possibly at the loss of his life.
Oh my god. You sure about this? You don't want me to come with you?
With all due respect, you are nowhere near the level of magical Argo I am. Nor are you ready for Operation Son de l'Or.
Come again?
Operations without pain. I am ready to follow Phlegethon and Casitas into Echelon and descend into Tartarus and find out what price Nate paid for eating Hades' pomegranate. You must now be the eyes of the world. However, if it seems that time has elapsed and I have disappeared for good, I have transcribed forth directions indicative of the path I will take. If you come, bring fierce party and follow the path. What a bugger.
Hi, Dad. Or should I say Ronald Darcy?
It's been a long time, and I know it's been a long time, but I really want to tell you how happy
Listen, I'm not here to have a fun little catch-up session with you. I'm here because I need to know about Faculty 13 and the engineering of chemtrails.
Why, after all this time, did you find me here now? Why? I called, I wrote to you, I did the email thing, and I didn't even know how to do that. And now you get in touch with me? I didn't know where you were or what you were up to. Who told you where I was?
Your other daughter of Jerusalem. And Patmos, and his friend Nate, and J.G. Gurdjieff, who have all gone missing while they were searching for something you told them about.
Faculty 13. warned them.
So you admit that you told them about it?
I told them to beware. They didn't listen.
If what you say is true, then Patmos and his friend Nate are already dead, and J.G. Gurdjieff is on his way to his death.
I'm sorry about that.
You owe them more than an apology.
I owe them nothing. I can't believe it. I made my deal with Spectre Ops and the DST. As long as I didn't mention anything top secret in my fiction, I'd be safe. That was the deal, and that's enough.
Who's the DST?
The Dictorate of Science and Technology. They make everything from the MK Ultra to the stealth bomber to little tiny detonators that they put up the rectums of little cute harmless bunny rabbits.
All my life, you have known so much more than you ever told me.
Yeah, well, now that's it. I'm done. I've had enough. I don't want to hear anything about it. I've made my peace with
you asshole. You may have been able to walk out on Mom, but you cannot walk out on this. 3 people are missing because of something you told them. You have to help me.
Well, people are dying. From what I'm saying, I care too much about you. I don't want to tell you anything. I'm done. I'll tell you this, though. You beware the Grigori.
Patmos used that word.
Yeah, the evil Watcher Angels of the CIA. They killed John Lennon. You stay away from them like you stayed away from me.
Commander Zalaska, Signet just picked up a signal pin from the lower depths of Alpha Zone.
Subject 1225?
Not exactly. This concerns the phone confiscated from detainee Hallowacker, the one who took the pictures of the North Tower. We managed to decrypt the signal from the last text message sent.
Meaning what, you lucky scum?
John Patmos received the last text.
And this should concern me what?
After using our Bigfoot remote tracking system, we managed to lock onto his cell phone's GPS. As of 2 hours ago, our encryption tracking system has been live with RF synth, cloud tagging John to be 2 miles away, making his way towards Alpha Zone.
Well, then I guess we should go and find him.
What happened?
I was trying to get across there and I slipped and it started raining. I think my foot stuck.
You stand? You alright?
I think so.
Is it? You alright? How's it feel?
Nice. You know, it'd be even nicer.
If you are dead.
QRF stat. Alpha zone perimeter, bring a body bag.
Faculty 13. Faculty 13.
So, Mr.
Fuck you! You don't get to say my name!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such full-blooded American masculinity does little to frighten or impress me. But I do long for your balls on a plate and your head on my dagger.
Like I said, you vodka-swilling vagina. Fuck you! Fuck you.
Despite your dog-running tongue, your red cell dossier does impress me still. You were the only one who accepted the physiology and biochemistry of the reciprocytes. The other 5 guinea pigs.
I don't want to do this experiment! The other good men like me. Get these fuckers, I promise. I swear to you I will.
They didn't take well to the experiment. No, they went stark raving mad. Unlike you, who was given some sort of gift.
Amplified hyperacute senses, endurance, strength, 10 times that of a normal man, and now a nearly immortal physiology.
You will give in.
You smell awful.
You will give in, or we will break you. Either way, you will be licking my heels for mercy.
Or I'll escape and make dog meat out of anyone who dares try to stop me.
We shall see, Santa Claus, we shall see.
police dead end of Black Crow Lane!
Who are you? You're obviously not one of them.
I'm a reporter. People I know have died or gone missing trying to get inside Faculty 13.
And you want to join them?
Maybe. Or maybe I want to blow the whistle on Spectre Ops.
You'll choke on that whistle and be found dead on a park bench. A female Vince Foster reported as suicide.
Who are you?
I'm Santa Claus, for all that matters. Special Forces SEAL. Green Team 6. Afghanistan to Iraq, including Operation Neptune Spear.
The operation that killed Bin Laden. Well, what are you doing here?
Paying the price for having faith in the powers that be. Paying the price for being a fucking guinea pig.
What kind of guinea pig?
Kind that gives himself over to a top secret project called Red Cell. Nanotechnology. Injecting me and 5 others with robotic red cells called respirocytes.
What do they do?
They were supposed to allow all of us to become partial super soldiers. The respirocytes hold 200 times more oxygen than our body's normal red cells. In theory, this would allow us to do halo jumps at higher altitudes and hold our breath underwater for up to 4 hours.
So then, what happened?
Everyone who subjected themselves to being a red cell guinea pig either went mad or died.
Except you.
Once the higher-ups got word of red cell going wrong, they opted to cut their losses with extreme prejudice. Like I do every year, I dressed up as Santa and flew into the West Orange VA hospital via helicopter. Victims of Gulf War syndrome, experimental paradistigmine pills, and sarin nerve gas warfare from the first Gulf War. Made me feel good dressing up as Santa, giving them Emerson tactical knives as gifts, shit like that.
This year I came home from it to find Melissa wearing a kinky Christmas outfit, sprawled out on the bed with her throat cut open. On a transfer from local to county, Spectre Ops got involved. Drugged me and dragged me to this blank spot on the map, Faculty 13.
I'm so sorry.
4 days. 4 days of isolation chamber torture and paid Russell shock while they try to find out what to do with a man they can't kill. You're the first real person I've talked to in days. Cracked Thumb Theory says they're close. Good thing these fucking bastards don't know shit about tactical sniper strategy. No.
Santa Claus! Let me see you, man! Help me! Help me!
Who the fuck are you, and how do you know me?
My name is J.J. Gurgis. Unlike the rest of this country, the Z-machine-affected atmosphere is untainted by barium deposits and chemtrail effects. My mind, like no time else in my life, my third eye has been cleansed of all distortion. I can read your mind. It's like I can feel the fingerprints of your soul against my chakras.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are or how the fuck you know me. But we gotta get moving if we're gonna avoid capture, alright?
I know my way back. Back to civilization. My mind has seen all of this place, becoming almost omniscient of what this place is, its purpose, and the horror.
Point the way, Gandalf.
I know that I saw the unicorns trampling. I knew something was going to happen or to be said. Something that would make my whole life strong and beautiful, like the rushing of the unicorns. And then the vessel fell and was broken with a great crash. Then I saw the unicorns trampling it. They were breaking the world into pieces, and I heard the command, destroy, destroy, destruction is the life giver, destroy. There is the unicorn with the one horn. And what is it he is going against? The lion, of course. When he has the lion destroyed, the crown must fall and be shivered.
There's no going back to the way it was. I don't care, I don't miss it anyway.